Okay, today we are mostly dealing with alliums. These are rather a lot of over-the-top spring onions. So what these are going to do, these are going to go home, be dried on the rack, and then be pickled as silver skin onions. I still have about this much again, that are not quite this size, probably another 2 weeks, and they'll be like this size ready for harvesting. I've got 3 other tranches of spring onions waiting to go in, so hopefully I won't have quite the same glut. If I do, I can process them in the same way. The only other thing now is shallots. Bring you back in a mo. Right, here is my primarily shallot bed. I've got a couple in the other one that aren't quite ready yet, but the vast majority are in here, and they're of a decent size. You know, these are the sort of, give you an idea, about the same sort of size as my thumb. These will be again racked until they've dried off and put away for storage, but a little bit smaller than some might like, but I like these smaller ones for pickling, and I think they store quite well at this sort of size. And more importantly, I want this bed. I've got some courgettes that I want to go in, and this is an ideal place. I've not had courgettes in or other squashes in the 2 years I've had the plot, or the year and a bit, so it's 2 seasons. So next job is to take all this lot up, bring you back in a bit, and here we go. Bed's been largely emptied, apart from I've got a few onions and a couple of leeks that I've gone to seed. I'll pull those out later on. A couple of white onions over that side that I just never got around to pulling. I'll take those up probably tomorrow. And the shallots, I've got lots and lots and lots of shallots. It's about 12 foot, more than that, about 14 feet, that row. So yes, next step will be to dry them, and then get some pickling so that they're ready for Christmas. Yeah, very, very happy with that harvest. You'll have noticed on the original pictures that I planted them very, very close, 6 inches apart on the original bulb, so that was basically a single continuous bed of shallots. Naturally, I got a few, probably 3 or 4 out of all the bunches that came to undersized. I'll pick the biggest ones out of those, and then the rest will just go straight in the compost. And that'll be that. Probably in the next 10 days or so, I'll clear that bed that's got the remains of the red onions in it. As you can see from here, there's a few more spikes gone up, so they'll be taken out and chopped for the freezer, and the rest will be taken out and hung. And then probably we've got another 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a bit more, maybe 6, an absolute push for the garlic. You'll see I've got some onions interplanted amongst the garlic here. As the bulbs get big enough for the onions, I'll just pull them. It just happened to be a space that I got. The garlic was only planted just before Christmas, so this will take a little longer than most you'll see. So most people are starting to harvest their October garlic. I've got a few more weeks yet for mine, I'm afraid. Just a general look over the plot. I've taken the covers off the sprouts and red cabbages and cauliflowers here, more than anything because it was touching the tops and was starting to damage them, so I will put some new hoops, much like the strawberry ones, over these. Cabbages coming on really nicely over in this bed. I had a few nibbles, but nothing too bad. I'll be treating both of these sets with BT, or Bacillus thuringiensis. If you want to know more about that, have a look at Charles Dowding's videos. This was the broccoli, my sprouting broccoli. I've cut it back. I'll give it a week and see if anything else comes up, see if it will come for another flush. If not, then I'll empty this bed as well. I have some more leeks and onions that I want to put in, so those will go in this bed, the last batch of leeks and onions for this year. I'll go in this bed. Yeah, well, it's my cauliflower. In fact, it's a nice little head, but I'm going to have to take that now because that's about to go. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. That's my peas, by the way. As you can see, that's the second batch. And they're fruiting, podding all over the place. So I'll give you an update shortly.